What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Light. I'm sorry that it's been a minute. I did have a lot of finals I had to study for, and then I had to move out of campus. Good news is we're done with our junior year of college, so thank you, I appreciate it. Second off, a lot has happened in a couple of days, and it's been a lot. It's been kind of stressful, not gonna lie, to pack up the life that you built really quick and go and move it into another place where I didn't expect to live. Like I said, probably one of the last videos, me and my best friends all plan on living together at this point. We plan on having a house early March, actually, and because of everything that went on, it didn't end up happening. So a lot of things, a lot of unexpected things. This entire season of life is currently unexpected. Good news is golf courses are back open. I'm hoping the tennis courts open back up. You know, our governor and here in Michigan decided to lift some of the bans, but extended the stay-at-home order. So kind of mixed messages there, but whatever. So I just realized though, I caught myself saying this as I was driving back in today. I went and dropped off some old clothes at a donation place, and I was coming back, and I caught myself saying to my friend Koo, who was in the car with me, that man, this would be a beautiful day if the sun was out. And then I caught myself, and I was like, wow, why does this fact of it being a beautiful day have to depend on what it looks like outside? Because really, if we look outside right now, like currently it's overcast, it's not very nice, but if we look at the outside of this world, also not very nice, a lot of bad stuff going on. And so I was like, how can I change my view on this? And I found some like encouragement in the Bible, and I was just trying to think of like where in the Bible does it talk about God's creation and God's goodness and stuff that He built everywhere, and how we can take encouragement in that. And something that stood out to me was in Job, and I know not many people reference Job that much because it's a confusing passage because of the battle, the spiritual battle between God and Satan, and then how Satan's affecting Job and his life and everything. But at one point, one of his friends is trying to tell Job, so I'm in Job 12 right now. Job 11 was his friend telling him that you deserve worse, essentially, like you could have it way worse. And Job replies saying how the Lord has done this, but the Lord is still in control, and He's still amazing. He says this in verse 7 of Job 12. But ask the beasts, and they will teach you. The birds of the heaven, they will tell you. Or the bushes on the earth, and they will teach you. And the fish of the sea will declare to you. Who among all these does not know that the hand of the Lord has done this? In His hands is the life of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. Now granted, I don't quite know the context of this verse, but I think that statement right there that says, in His hand is the life of every living thing and the breath of all mankind. I know that to be a fact. I know that to be a statement. God is the creator. He poured out so much goodness into this world, so much greatness and glory and holiness that even the rocks and the world cries out in silent praise of His name. And I think that's an amazing thing. I realize that God's world is still good even when it's overcast in Michigan. God's word and God's will and God's creation is still so good when I'm moving to a place I didn't expect to be living right now. God's plan and God's purpose is so much better for me than my outlook on my everyday life. And I think that's just an important takeaway. And so a little bit of encouragement that you can have is that sometimes it's not the world that's a little bit screwy, which it can be, but sometimes it's our outlook on it. I mean, yeah, our new normal might not be our new normal anymore, but that's okay. Because we still have someone who's for sure steadfast, for sure never failing, and for sure always there. And He's the one who made it all. He's the one who made us. And He's the one who made you. And He's the one who made all of our friends and family. So let's take heart in the fact that our God's never changing. Our God made the stuff that we're in, and He's in control of our mess. He's in control of our mess. And He's got a plan. He's got a purpose for you. So I don't know if you guys have been struggling with spending any alone time with God recently, but as I've been going through this finals week and transitioning back into home life, which is never easy when you're at college and coming back, but if you're anything like me, I've been struggling with that alone time recently. So I'm really encouraging you to try to pick that back up and try to spend more alone time. I think amazing things can come from it, and I think God's got a great season ahead of us. I know that we're kicking off summer here. I looked at the weather app this morning. Kind of reliable because it's Michigan, but it looks pretty nice and warm in these coming few days, so let's hope it stays that way. Anyway, spend some time with God, say a prayer with Him, talk to them, let them know what's going on, how your outlook on life, and see if you can change it. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.